Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having an amazing day. So in today's video, we are talking everything setting sprays. I want this to be the video that is like the setting spray 101. Everything that you need to know about setting sprays, we are going to cover. We are going to be talking different skin types and which setting spray suits whichever skin type that you have. We're going to be talking the differences between the setting sprays. There's a lot of confusion around how to use, one particular type of setting spray compared to another. There are different kinds of setting sprays that are, targeted to behave differently on the skin and to work differently with your makeup. So that's something important that we definitely will cover. And I also want to show you guys, a bunch of different ways to use your setting spray that you may have not thought of before. It's definitely a very versatile product, so you might as well know all of the cheeky tricks, of how to use them in your advantage to get your makeup looking a lot better. So if you are interested in learning or you've got any confusions around setting sprays, then keep on watching. First up, I want to talk about MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. Now this little baby here, obviously super popular. Pretty well everybody knows this product or has tried this product at least, but I personally find so much confusion around how this product can be used. Now I get questions all the time. Do I use MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus to set my makeup? No, I do not. Now the thing about this one, and I realize that it can get quite confusing when you do actually go into a store or something and they say, oh, here, buy this spray. This is going to set your makeup. Because this is labeled a finishing mist, it's also labeled with, extending makeup longevity and increasing wear time of makeup. Guys, this product is not at all intended for keeping your makeup on your face for longer. There is a huge difference between this and, let's say, the Gerard Cosmetics Stay All Day. This setting spray here is designed to hydrate and refresh the skin, whereas this setting spray is designed to create a barrier over your makeup once it is completed and set it all down, lock it in, and stop it moving all day long. I know that there are a lot of people out there that do use this as a finishing, slash setting spray over all of their makeup. If you've got a dry skin type, you could probably get away with it, but this setting spray actually only contains water, vitamins, minerals. I think it's got chamomile and green tea in it. There is absolutely nothing in this product here that is actually going to lock your foundation in place. There's definitely nothing in here that's going to keep your foundation mattified or, extend the longevity of your foundation at all. This is a hydrating mist. So this is primarily designed to be used, prior to applying your makeup to hydrate the skin, freshen the skin, just give you overall like a kind of refreshed feeling. And then it can be used after you've finished applying your makeup, but it's going to give your skin a very dewy finish. It's going to get rid of that powdery texture. It's going to, really kind of give you more of a glow as opposed to actually setting your makeup. Now this is the one that I get most of the questions about. And no, I do not use Fix Plus to set my makeup because I'm such an oily skin type. When I do apply Fix Plus over my makeup, basically an hour later, I'm a hot mess. I'm just way too greasy and shiny, but I do love this after I've removed my makeup, to get those vitamins and minerals into my skin, and also occasionally before my makeup, if I'm going through like a kind of dry-ish patch. It does not contain alcohol as an ingredient, and therefore it is not going to help with locking your makeup into place. This one's also really awesome when you use it to wet down your brush to intensify eyeshadows, or you can use it with loose pigments if you want to create like a really foiled metallic kind of finish on the eyes. Amazing for that kind of stuff. Mix it with eyeliners, mix it with powders, mix it with lipsticks, whatever, to get more of like a workable consistency. But yeah, not going to increase the wear time of your makeup. So some other examples of the Fix Plus setting spray that I get asked, are they comparable? Smashbox Primer Water. Do not use this to set your makeup. You will hate yourself as soon as you do it. This is not designed, to set your makeup to hold it in place. I personally don't even like it as a primer, but I know that there are a lot of drier skin types out there who adore this prior to applying their makeup to really refreshen and hydrate the skin. There's also the Urban Decay B6. This is their vitamin-infused complexion prep priming spray. Whoa! That's a big title. Let's just call it the Urban Decay B6 spray. Essentially, this is like these guys. This is going to hydrate, refresh, calm skin down, and it is not designed to be used after makeup to increase the wear or to lock your makeup in place at all. So those there are the three, that I typically get asked most about in terms of can I use this to set my makeup? So I would say no. If you have a drier skin type, they can be used to refresh or to get rid of, a powdery finish. If you've applied too much powder and you're like, oh dear, I'm looking kind of cakey, you can definitely use any of those three there to help to, reduce and settle that powdery finish and get your skin looking more like skin. Dry skin types only though, and it still is not going to extend the wear of your makeup. So when we are talking setting sprays that are going to increase the wear time of your makeup, they're going to lock everything in place, they're going to prevent shine, they're going to prevent oil, they're going to prevent caking, creasing, all of that. You want a setting spray that has alcohol as one of its main ingredients. Now, the way to tell whether it is a major ingredient is to have a look at the ingredient section on the bottle, on the website, on the packaging, whatever, and have a look where alcohol is listed. So for all three of these ones here, alcohol is listed second, with water being listed first. So that is what you are looking for, when you are after a setting spray to really lock in your makeup. And there's a lot of other confusion around these because people experience the stinging feeling, they experience the tightening feeling. People ask me, can they use these to wet their brushes to intensify eye makeup? Whew. No, honey. I'll just quickly mention my favorites as far as setting sprays to lock down your makeup tight. Obviously, you guys know my ride or die all-time favorite for oilier combo skin types is the Slay All Day Setting Spray by Gerard Cosmetics. This stuff is incredible. It also comes in a smaller bottle, like a mini bottle as well. You don't have to get the full size. Shine-free, oil-free, crease-free, cake-free. It sets everything down. Absolutely love it. If you are interested in purchasing this one, you can use the coupon code JOY for 30% off the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I actually prefer this one over the Makeup Chill Setting Spray and the Oil Control Setting Spray, which is interesting. Another really good one that lists alcohol as its second ingredient, so definitely safe if you're wanting to keep your makeup in place. Also love the Skindinavia. I personally prefer the bridal version of this because I find it's a little bit more hardcore and it works a little better, so the Skindinavia one. And Model in a Bottle, this one here has actually got alcohol listed as the first ingredient, not the second, with water being the second. So this one is potent, and as a result, it will definitely lock your makeup in place 100%, but if you've got sensitive skin, sensitive eyes, sensitive sinuses, sensitive anything, it is going to burn like a mother effer. Now, obviously, as these setting sprays have got alcohol listed as their second ingredient, there are certain ways to use them. For starters, don't spray them over your face with your mouth or eyes open. It stings so much if you get any of these in your eyes. And a lot of people as well, like I get a lot of comments and questions, I use the whatever, let's say the Gerard Cosmetics. I use the Gerard Cosmetics setting spray. I sprayed it on my face and then my eyes were burning, straight away. So what you actually need to do with any setting spray that's got alcohol as a main ingredient is you need to spray it and then you need to sit there with your eyes shut and fan your face for, 15, 20 seconds. That's all it takes. It's not long, but you need to get that alcohol time to evaporate. Once it is evaporated, and all the other ingredients that are in these sprays, basically, you spray it on, it creates like a really nice layer. It's like a barrier, I suppose. Think about moisturizer on your hands. It's the same thing. It creates a sheet barrier over the top of the makeup. The alcohol evaporates and it leaves the rest of the ingredients in place to lock your makeup in tight. Need to give that alcohol time to evaporate though. So if you spray it and then straight away open your eyes, yes, it is going to sting like crazy. I get questions about this all the time and I'm like, guys, you need to make sure that you keep your eyes shut for a little while before opening them. Otherwise, it's going to be incredibly painful. Now, obviously, again, because alcohol is the second ingredient of these sprays, you cannot under any circumstances use these setting sprays to wet your brush before going in to apply eyeshadow, because again, as that alcohol is evaporating, it's just going to sting your eyes. So to avoid the irritation, to avoid anything else, wet your brush with water, or you can use the MAC Fix Plus spray to do that, but do not do it with any of these setting sprays over here. It is just going to cause you grief. Now, I did quickly want to touch on these setting sprays that are, multiple purposes in one. So for instance, this Rimmel one here, this is the Insta Fix and Go. It's a 2-in-1 primer and setting spray. Now, personally, as an oilier skin type, again, this is different for those of you who have dry skin. Totally will be able to get away with this, but for those of you who have an oily or combo skin type like I do, try and avoid these kinds of products that are primers and setting sprays in one. These do contain alcohol, but they also contain a bunch of ingredients, much like these kind of refreshing, hydrating sprays, because it is a 2-in-1, and essentially as a result, the alcohol, it's still going to, in some ways, set your makeup, but all of those other hydrating ingredients are going to sit on top of your makeup and you're going to get oilier and shinier and greasier than you would basically if you didn't use a setting spray at all. So just bear in mind, for those of you who are oily, try and avoid these 2-in-1 types of setting sprays because they're just going to be your worst enemy. I promise. So I hope that does answer some of the questions that you guys have about, all of these setting sprays. These are all the kind of the ones that I typically get asked about and where there's, a lot of confusion. Now, quickly before we end this video today, I also wanted to touch on the different ways that you can use a setting spray to your advantage. So firstly, obviously, these ones that don't contain alcohol, great for using with eyeshadows to intensify, to liquefy any product, fantastic. But these ones with alcohol are amazing to spray underneath your primer. So spray this over top of your makeup before going in with your primer. It's going to create a barrier between your skin and the primer on top. That barrier is going to really help stop that oil from coming through and actually disturbing the makeup in the first place. It doesn't, entirely eradicate it, but it will definitely help. You can also use these types after you've applied your foundation. So you've got primer and foundation on, set it, then go ahead and apply your concealer and powder and then set it again. The more kind of layers of barrier that you create, the longer the makeup is going to last and the better the mattifying power. So definitely you can totally try that. For both skin types and setting spray types, you can definitely use both of these on a beauty blender to dampen the beauty blender before going in and applying your makeup. If you spray your setting spray onto your sponge and then go in and do either, foundation, concealer, powder, whatever it is, this plus, whatever product you are using, they blend together, they create a bit of a mix, and essentially that mix is like Loctite because it's got both the setting spray and foundation or, whatever it is mixed in one. Really, really awesome trick. I absolutely love doing that. Or even if you get like super, let's say creasing, let's say oiliness in certain areas, spray this directly onto the sponge after you've completely finished your makeup, and make sure that you spray your face first. Keep your eyes shut, guys. Don't open them too fast. But spray this directly onto the sponge and then go over your problem areas with that setting spray on the sponge and, really deposit that setting spray in those areas where you have difficulties with. It's going to help your makeup last so much longer, like crazy longer. So I hope today's video helped you out, guys. I feel like, there's a lot of confusion in the beauty industry, especially now. With YouTube, there's a lot of people who are recommending how to use particular products that don't necessarily have qualifications and things like that. The edges get blurred. So I hope that today's video helped sort out a bunch of questions that you may have had about setting sprays. If you have any other questions at all, please feel free to leave them down below in the comment section. I will be sure to answer them for you. For me, setting spray is the best thing ever. My makeup looks 1,000 times better and lasts 1,000 times longer when I use them. So I definitely recommend them. 100% recommend them, and I will list all of these products in the description bar with links and everything, and I'll also list the names and which ones are good for which skin type. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I love you so much, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye.